So.
Anytime now.
Alter, wie ewig das immer dauert, bis sich die Grafik fängt.
Well met, my lord.
Ja. De. Na, lad schon. Ich brauche sehen, ob es geladen hat. So.
Always a pleasure.
I'm listening.
Cornelius.
Excuse me, I'm on duty.
Hmm.
Although we can't go back and undo what's been done, I feel justice has been served, and Braden's soul may rest with ease. In your absence, I dispatched a runner to Skingrad to let them know they need to clear Gellerborn's name for the record books. Like Braden, I think he deserves to have his name clear of wrongdoing. Arnora and Jorunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Poor thing. You did what had to be done. There should be no regrets or doubts in your mind about it. Raynal was an evil Dunmer, and he deserved that fate. Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement?
Good to see you. I'm Yvara Shinit, Countess Bruma's steward. The Countess makes policy, leaving the details of administration to me. Captain Bird and I make a good pair. He understands Nords in the north, while I appreciate the subtleties of southern culture and politics.
Das klingt doch gut.
You too.
Well met, my lord.
Okay, es ist Abend.
I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess Carvane for any further information.
Ja. Was ist jetzt los? Ah, ja. So, dann warten wir mal bis morgen früh. Oh, 12 Stunden. Schönen guten Tag.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite. Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the draconian madstone. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass. Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass? Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the draconian madstone.
Okay.
If you retrieve the draconian madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game? I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Dankeschön.
The madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it. I don't trust you enough to...
Yeah.
Alicia Caro visits her mother in Coral regularly. A dutiful daughter, and a dutiful wife, I hear. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. The messenger's diary will make a nice companion.
Okay.
May the path ahead be free of danger.
Dankeschön. Tschüss. So. Ich kann ja schon mal in die Richtung gehen und danach werde ich noch Sachen in meine Truhe packen müssen, die ich auch irgendwann mal verkaufen sollte, weil sonst wird das echt viel. Das sehe ich jetzt eben wieder. Okay, so lange hat das gar nicht gedauert. Okay. Förster. Danach wechseln wir auf den Silberbogen. Also Wegschild. Ich habe ja auch noch einen Stein. Ja, was macht denn der? Ostschaden. Schlag. Oder Frostschild. Okay. Ich werde darüber nachdenken. Ich muss halt mehr Tore machen, damit ich die Verzauberung kriege. Ich brauche halt mehr Siegelsteine. Oh. Das Lüften des Schleiers. Ich habe den Drachenklauenfelsen erreicht. Ich sollte das Tagebuch des Boten schauen, um den Weg zum nächsten Orientierungspunkt in Erfahrung zu bringen. Drachenklauenfelsen ist... Das ist bestimmt der hier. So, unser Tagebuch. TT. Da. Ach du Scheiße. Mit schweren Herzen und zitternder Hand schreibe ich diesen neuen Antrag. Seit mehreren Tagen bin ich auf der Straße. Unsere Garnison beim Grauen Grat niemandem begegnet. Die Straße ist einsam und tückisch. Ich rationiere meinen Proviant, um mich auf einen beschwerlichen Weg vorzubereiten. Solange Rehman Sirodils Armee unser Hauptquartier am Fahlenpass nicht entdeckt hat, dürfte die Reise ohne Zwischenfälle verlaufen. Ich gebe zu, ich bin nervös. Es ist zwar eine Ehre, auserwählt worden zu sein, diese Befehle in unsere Festung zu bringen, aber dass man mich allein losgeschickt hat, war ein kalkuliertes Risiko. Nicht um mein eigenes Leben mache ich mir Sorgen, sondern vielmehr um den wichtigen Inhalt der Befehle. Soll sie auf irgendeine Weise verloren gehen, wird man in der Festung nicht erfahren, dass der Nachschub sich um einen Monat verzögert. Ohne diese Kenntnis könnte man in der Festung beschließen, die Angriffe auf die Frontlinie zu verstärken, wenn die Vorräte knapp werden. Sie verlassen sich darauf, dass der Nachschub früher eintrifft. Ich muss diese Nachricht unbedingt überbringen. Die Schiefertafel, auf der die Befehle zur Sicherheit eingraviert wurden, hat ein ziemliches Gewicht. So erinnert sie mich ständig an die nicht nur körperlich schwere Last, die ich trage. Okay, und ab hier machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge weiter mit diesem Tagebuch.